Hello, I'm Andrea, a nomadic soul, and this is Feel Like Home, a podcast created by Homadify, where we embrace the unknown of moving periodically. We share our thoughts, and we build a community where home is everywhere. It is a virtual space with people who decided to live in a different way and became citizens of the world.
Today we have Juky, a digital nomad from South Korea. She moved from home to Mexico looking for a challenge. Hi Juky,
Hello, Andrea.
how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks. How about you?
I'm great. I was just curious to know you. Tell us about you. When did you start living this different lifestyle?
I don't know. I mean, I'm working remotely already for almost 10 years. Like moving around like 2 or 3 months, probably like a little bit more than 2 years. But before, when I was living in Mexico, also like I was moving from one city to another quite often. So like I could say, I don't know, it's between 2 to 8 years.
Oh, that's quite a long time. What challenges did you find along the way?
I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of challenges. Maybe like finding places every time you move. Yeah, you need to find houses and everything. And sometimes maybe making friends. Now, making friends is pretty difficult too sometimes.
Do you have any good friend that you meet while traveling?
Oh, yeah, actually, I met a lot of people, really wonderful people. And also, like, each city I go, I stay one city between 1 to 3 months, or sometimes more. I always try to find at least one person that I can remember when I think of the city. So, like, I kind of try to make a best friend of each city. Yeah, that actually worked. And yeah, it has been good.
And now that if you think of a really great memory with a person that you made a friend while traveling, what comes up? What do you think of?
But yeah, now I can remember one girl that I met in Budapest, and actually she was my flatmate. And then we were just like saying hello, and that was it. And one day she was cooking in the kitchen. I asked her, "Hey, how are you doing?" And she said that no, I'm not gay. Like my boyfriend just broke up with me. And after that, like 3 or 4 days, I spent the whole day with her, and then I don't know, we became like sisters. That yeah, I can't really remember her, but like other than that, I met so many people that I learned a lot. And also, I met a Romanian guy in Budapest, and he was really smart and make me think a different way. And I think like meeting new people like when I travel really helps me because all of them really open my words, like giving me different perceptions. So, yeah. So yeah, I really enjoy, like, even if it's difficult to make friends in a short time, I enjoy to make friends.
And this is why you love Budapest so much because you met a lot of lovely people there. I know you told me that Budapest is your favorite city.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah, I think that's actually one of the reasons. Like whenever I go someplace, like I meet some like great people, then it's kind of like it's not just because the city is beautiful; it's more like people for me.
And what other city do you love besides Budapest, and maybe why?
Okay, I love Penang, Malaysia too, and like as you know, I move around a lot, and I have some kind of now criteria of the city. It's kind of like number one. No, it's not number one. Like I have like 6 or 7, and like it's like good air quality, and people speak English, and food is amazing, or the warm weather, people are nice, and not so expensive. Like Penang, Malaysia has everything.
Okay, so we will add Penang to our bucket list for sure. But I was thinking now you've traveled for 10 years. What did you learn for during this time? Be-
Then I don't need to live like what I have learned in Korea. I think I can say that because I don't know about. I think when you're raised in a society, you are kind of not forced. You are raised to think a certain way. But when you start move around and meeting different people from different culture, you kind of realize that yeah, you don't need to live in a certain way. There are so many ways that you could live in. That's I think what I have learned.
Was it difficult at the very beginning when you decided to break the rules of society? How did it feel back then? Do you still remember?
I think I was more. I don't know, like how much you know about the Korean society or culture. It's. I think it's a little bit. The people there are kind of like force you to live in the same way. Like you graduate school and you get a job, you get married, and then you have children and everything. I'm not really living that way. And at first, I think I felt anxious that I'm not doing that. I was afraid that people are going to criticize me. I think it was more difficult before. Now I think I'm okay. I think I started to embrace myself more than before.
So now I remember of what David Mitchell said, that travel far enough and you meet yourself. Is it what happened to you as well? So you moved away from South Korea and you started embracing yourself and discovering yourself more?
Yeah, I think so. Like without so much like things society ask you, I think I felt yeah, I think I could feel more myself.
Honestly, when I also started traveling, I had the same challenge of maybe being criticized by the world or by the people in general. But I'm thinking now, when you go back home to South Korea, do you have the same feeling or did anything change in all these years?
What you're saying is like
Do you
South Korea change it? You mean by
no,
change it or?
no, I'm thinking if people around you, the ones that knew you before, have changed their perception about you.
Yeah, I think my mom kind of gave up. she's not she's not telling me what to do anymore, and I think I like that. And my friends, actually I don't know. I don't have actually like friends that they tell me what to do or what not to do. I mean, I don't know. Like when I was telling you about like society, it was not my friends or people around me. So like when I go to Korea, I don't feel like I'm rejected or something. Maybe like by my friends or people I know.
But do you feel disconnected from Korea, maybe?
Sometimes, but I don't feel disconnected because maybe I don't care. I don't know if that's a good answer, but it doesn't really matter if I am connected or disconnected from Korea actually. And I think I still have good connection with my friends and my family.
That's really great, even if I think it's challenging to keep in touch with people if you don't see them so often.
I I think more than that, it's not because of just long distance. I think with some friends I kind of lost the connection, but I don't think it's because of the distance thing. It's because like lifestyle has changed so much. So they have a child and they have a husband. So it's kind of like, my lifestyle and their lifestyle is pretty different to share something together.
That's interesting, actually. And now I was thinking, where is home for you? Because you're from South Korea, but then you fell in love with Malaysia and you lived in Mexico for a while.
I don't know. Home for me, I know everywhere I go, but I don't know. I feel like Mexico is really my home. I still have so many friends there. Like every time they tell me to come back and everything. Yeah, I feel like really Mexico is my home for now. I can yeah, my opinion can change anytime. So
Why Mexico? What was special with Mexico in comparison to, I don't know, Bucharest, for example, or Malaysia?
experience and memory, I think. Yeah, I think that like meeting new friends is really good, but also like keeping same friends for certain time gives you different kind of a connection. And I think I still have that with my friends from Mexico. Well, also my friends from Korea too, but yeah, I feel like I feel more that with my friends from Mexico.
Okay, so it's a lot about the people that you know and you're connected to. But now I'm wondering, do you remember a moment when you felt really lonely or lost along the way?
I can't really remember. I'm traveling with my boyfriend, so maybe like I don't feel that so much. Maybe,
That's great. You travel together and you also
yeah,
discover places together.
yeah.
Did you get tired of traveling or did you ever feel like taking a break and settling for a while?
I'm not. Maybe not yet. But yeah, but actually now I'm happy that I have stayed in Bucharest for 3 months. Uh, but still, I might be happy to go somewhere else too.
What's your next stop? Where do you think going next?
It depends on the border situation. Actually, like this month we were planning to go to Poland, but it seems like yeah. But after that, we kind of want to go to Georgia or Albania. We don't know yet. So yeah,
Ooh.
we were flexible. We need to see like the situation and how this is gonna go.
Okay, so do you usually plan ahead your next travels or you're just spontaneous?
I think it's more like last moment.
Okay, last moment. And do you have any funny moments? Did you lost a plane sometime? Did you get stuck in a train station?
Oh my god, funny moment.
Yes. Because
I'm sure I have, but I don't remember now. I'm sure I have because I remember that my friends were laughing at me, but I don't remember right now. Funny moments. Yeah, I get lost a lot, so I'm sure
because
there was, but I can't remember any details. Sorry.
no problem. As long as you remember that you had fun together, I think it's great. For me, I
Mm-hmm.
remember that I end up stuck at the border of Israel and Jordan and I slept on a bank. That's one of my funny
Wow!
moments.
Wow! Wow! In a bank, did they open for you?
No, it was at the entrance. I could
Um,
find a spot where the sun was not so strong.
oh my god! Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, after, I mean, that at the moment is always difficult, but after the time, it's always memory. I think.
I think, yes, it's about the moments that you remember and you take something away from them. You learn something, you
Yeah.
discover new
Yeah.
things. Besides people, when you travel, what else are you looking for? Cuisine, maybe, or museums? What are you looking?
Well, I try to learn the different culture or history. So yeah, museums are good too. But also like I try to I don't know, I really like going to different meetups, but not like drinking or party meetups. I try to find some kind of reading clubs or Toastmasters. So try to learn different things from different people. But it sounds like it's again about people, right? Maybe I'm too.
Yeah, and where do you find them? Do you usually go on meetup.com or you have another specific platform?
Oh, yeah, Couchsurfing, Meetup.com, also Facebook event. I try to Eventbrite too. I try to find different platform to find interesting meetups to learn something new.
Okay, and then also I'm thinking that because you travel and work at the same time, the working part is also important. So where do you usually work or how do you set up your office?
I actually prefer working home So when I find the place, always try to see the pictures of desk and chair and enough space. And also like I carry my along with my laptop, I carry MacBook stand, the mouse, keyboard, and everything. I actually don't like going out with all the things. So yeah, I prefer home.
So you usually check the internet connection, or what else is important for you beside the desk itself?
Many Airbnb places, they have only one desk or maybe one table. So we are two people, so we really need to find a place with two tables and two desks and enough space because we don't want to work in a same place. So for example, I don't know, yeah, the space should be a little bit big.
So you like big places, maybe 2 rooms and 2 apartment room?
Yeah, kind of. Or maybe one big living room and then big space in at least in the kitchen, like something like that, so we can have separate space.
Okay, that's actually quite interesting because I'm looking for the same thing, even if I also prefer working in cafes. I like the music actually. Now I was thinking going back to people and definitely your love for people. Is there someone that you always miss when traveling, or how do you say goodbyes? Because for me, for example, it's kind of hard to say goodbye whenever I travel.
I think it used to be a lot more difficult before, but I don't think it's not so difficult for me anymore. I don't know. It sounds cold, but I'm like, yeah, like when you meet somebody, like there's always moment to say goodbye. I think I simply think that way, and it's not so difficult.
So it comes with the experience. I have to travel more and I'll get used to it.
I don't know. I think like everybody's maybe different. I don't know. Yeah, for me it was kind of like like saying goodbye so many times. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be sad all the time. Kind of.
And now, if we go back in time, when you firstly left South Korea, how did it feel to say goodbye and leave just with the luggage? What did you feel back then?
Back then, I don't know. Like I was maybe traveling with somebody for 3 days, and it was only 3 days, right? But it was so difficult to say goodbye. Or I think I was felt really uh, sad and unstable. Like I think I was really sad to become alone again because I was a solo traveler, and then yeah, I think I was really afraid too. And then also back then it was more difficult to make friends. Also, it's because maybe language and everything. Like I was not somebody who goes to first and then speak somebody. So I think it was more difficult. Like I was more kind of like timid and waiting somebody like to tell me first, and then when saying goodbye it was a lot more difficult because I was not sure when I'm going to have friends again. Sounds very pathetic, but anyways.
No, it's not pathetic at all. I think sometimes we all have this fear of being alone or feeling lonely. But on the other hand, I think that these are the moments that help us discover ourselves.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
But now, because I just realized you traveled for 10 years, and I have a curiosity. Do you have a big luggage, or with the experience, you also give up on things and you start a minimalist lifestyle?
Sorry, I didn't. Okay. If I have big luggage, I have a 24 inches carrier and then a small backpack. Yeah, I try to keep as little as possible, but it's difficult. Yeah, and especially I like cooking. So this is difficult because to cook like properly, you need to have a lot of different sauces, ingredients, or a lot of things. So sometimes it's a little bit pain to buy everything again every month.
So you have some sauces in your luggage.
Yeah, like soy sauce or like something like that.
Whoa. What do you take, for example, wherever you go? Is there anything that is never missed from your luggage?
I practice Pilates, so I carry Pilates band and the massage balls, some kind of Pilates stuffs. I keep with me something like that. Yeah, something, and also like I don't know. I don't always carry this kind of food stuffs. It's only like because now actually I don't travel. I move. So it's not like I stay somewhere for 3 days and then go somewhere for three another days. I don't like that anymore. I like moving, like staying in a city at least 1 month or 2 months, or maybe more than that. So when I move, simply like sometimes I have a lot of sauces that I bought. Maybe I don't want to leave. Then I carry something. It's not like I carry everything every time because I can find them whenever I go, wherever I go. Like I can find soy sauce from everywhere, but just I don't want to throw it away. Sometimes I just take with me.
But now I have another question, or maybe curiosity. Is it difficult to stay healthy and stay fit when you move for so many days?
I stay at least 1 month. So there is also when I find the places, I also look for gym near. So I think it's okay. And most of the times, I think actually I feel like I need to buy more food so that I can understand a little bit more about local cuisine, local culture. But actually, I cook the most of times. So yeah, I think I can eat pretty healthy and I can go to the gym. I think it's okay. I think it's kind of my life. I just move around, but I'm like staying home. It takes a lot of energy to make friends or get used to the how to move around. But other than that, I think I'm kind of having a normal life.
So this is your life. I'm thinking, what do you usually cook? Do you cook Korean food or you just cook meals that you discovered while traveling?
I cook Korean food, Mexican food, a little bit of Brazilian food too. But not so much of local food because I don't know. I don't think I have any idea about how to cook local food. So I think I cook most of the pasta or Mexican, Brazilian, or Korean food.
And what's your favorite international meal? Something that you really loved and discovered along the way?
That I have tasted or I have cooked.
Tasted.
I like Turkish food. I was in Istanbul for 3 months too. I don't know the name.
Ke- kebab?
Yeah, kefte. Kefte. It's kind of like meatball, Turkish meatball. And kaymak, I think that's a Turkish dessert, like with some not buffalo milk or something like that. I like that too. Yeah, I like Turkish food, but also yeah, I like Bulgarian food too, and I actually like Romanian food too. That pork, but I don't know the name of the food, the meal.
Okay. We are getting close to the end, so I have one last question. What do you need to feel like home?
Welcoming people, and some kind of some meetups that I can go. I think that's what I need.
Thank you, Juky. We just discovered that traveling is about people, right?
Okay, yeah, for me, yes.
This is Feel Like Home, a podcast that will appear every Friday at 9 a.m. GMT on Spotify, YouTube, and Anchor. Follow our podcast, share it with your friends, and let's discover how to feel like home everywhere. Have a nice weekend and see you soon.